Okay, today's session, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be talking a little bit about the difference between opposite and reverse, So motion is opposite, motion is reverse. And we're going to take it at a real simple level. So we're going to start with the basic thrusting horizontal punch, okay? So if I'm in a square stance here, and if I'm throwing a punch right from this side, and then I'm switching sides right from here, okay? One of the questions that, I remember Mr. Parker asking back in the early days when we first joined his association, that he would ask everybody in the class, he would have us throw the right and the left punch, and he would say, okay, well, if you're looking at the mirror, the image that you see in front of the mirror, you punching, what is it that you're looking at? Is that the opposite or is that the reverse, okay? And obviously a lot of students thought that was the reverse motion. And some of the students say, well, this is the opposite movement, okay? And basically what that is the reverse motion. So, and let's say we go right ahead and we do the punch here, okay? And we're side by side. I'm punching with the right, and then he's punching off the right side. So really, I'm punching off my right side, but what he's really doing, he's really punching off his left side. So that would be the opposite, okay? Then from here, when we go into the other side, I'm punching with my left, and then he's punching with his right side, okay? So again, this opposite. So now if I go right ahead and do this, and one of the things that we need to keep in mind is that the other half of motion is really reverse motion, okay? And I'm gonna explain that, what I mean by that. So right now, I'm gonna have him do the punch once again. So it's going to be, goes right, and then left, right, left. That would be the opposite. Now if we just isolate one side, meaning like let's say he goes right ahead and throws the punch just with the right side, that would be the first half of the movement, okay? The other half of the movement would be the reverse motion. So now when he chambers the arm back, as we can see there, he has a back elbow. So basically if he throws the punch once again with the right side, and let's say somebody was on his back side, when he reverses that motion, now he's hitting somebody with a back elbow, okay? So basically the reverse motion to the punch would be a back elbow, okay? So we'll have him demonstrate one more time. He punches with the right, he punches with the left, he punches with the right, he punches with the left. So what we have here, when he goes from right to left, we have opposites. With the motion that's going back, that would be the reverse motion. So we can have opposites and reverse. Reverse on the motion that's going back, opposites on the other side is punching, okay? We'll take that one more time, okay? Punch, 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 okay? So that would be basically in terms of the basic thrusting horizontal punch, really the difference between opposites and reverse, okay? Okay. So now we're gonna go right ahead and go into the vertical outward block, okay? And normally when we do the vertical outward block, a lot of times students, what they're doing is that they go right ahead and they go right side, left side, right side, left side. And first I'm gonna do the block in the air, so this way we can know what we're talking about. And then I'm gonna have Ming demonstrate how basically most students, they practice the block. So in this case, we're talking about, this would be right side, this is left side, right side, left side, right, left. So here, he blocks, and then he blocks, right side, left side, right side, left side, right side. Now, what happens a lot of times, most beginning students, basically that's the way they execute the block, okay? But the other thing that what we need to keep in mind that again, the other half of motion, as I stated earlier, would be reverse motion. So now if we isolate just one side, if I have Ming let's do just the right side, and then I'll have him alternate with the right side, is that when he does the first movement here, that would be the half of the motion, okay? Because again, I mentioned the other half of motion is reverse motion. Then when he does step number 2, now that would be the reverse motion, okay? Now, so the reverse motion to an outward block would be an inward block. And so now, what I'm gonna have him do is this. He blocks my punch. Now from here, if I throw my right punch, and then he chambers it, this is the reverse motion, he just did an inward block, okay? So one more time, off the same side, 1, 2. And now if he does it off the other side, 1, 2. Okay, once again, okay, 1, 2. So now he's employing the reverse motion to the outward block, which would be the inward block. So now If he goes right ahead and let's say switches sides, okay, this is what we're gonna have here, is this, he blocks my punch, and now he begins with the inward block before he does the outward block. Inward, outward, inward, outward. See, the hand's already there, so we might as well take advantage of the hand that's there to be able to start the block just so we can finish with the other side. This taking advantage of the reverse motion in the Kenpo system. Okay, one more time. So he blocks, then he blocks, that's it. See, right from there. And you know, sometimes we call this the double factor concept. Sometimes we call this minor major movement. You know, whatever we want to call it, but we want to keep in mind that in this particular case, we're using both reverse opposite, okay? Meaning that, you know, we're taking advantage of the reverse motion before we block with the opposite side. Then we take advantage of the reverse motion before we do the opposite side, okay? So this would be the session, and hopefully that would help a little bit between the difference between opposite and reverse, okay? Thank you very much.